Marvel Phase 3 ranked worst to best. I'm not wasting any of y'all's time. We getting straight into it, man. Simple. Number 10, to the surprise of nobody, we have Captain Marvel. Ah yes, the billion-dollar movie that probably, if we're being honest, should have made about 600 million. I just think this movie's starting to age like milk. It's just not it. It's just not good. Let's just keep it a band. Number 9, while I think it's a little bit better, I don't think it's like a crazy amount. We're gonna go with Spider-Man. Maybe I'm capping on that. We're gonna go with Spider-Man Far From Home though. I think this movie was solid. It has some very solid aspects, I'll say actually, but the fact that it was across the world, not New York, I thought that was weird. Mysterio, I thought his motivation being Iron Man based was a little weird, but all in all, with the story, it does make sense. I think Peter chasing MJ throughout this whole movie was like kind of rushed in my opinion. Like it just came out of nowhere. It was a complete 180 after he was chasing the other girl in the other movie. I think her name was Liv? I always forget her name, not gonna lie. But yeah, had cool aspects. Him getting exposed to Spider-Man is one of the best parts of the MCU, to be honest. One of the best scenes. But yeah, I don't have much else to say about this movie. Here's where I feel like we start to get to the good, and then we start to go to the great and to the creme de la creme movies. Starting off with at number 8, Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange, I'm sorry, man. The only reason you're this low is because this phase was filled with absolute bangers. But this is one of those bangers, man. It was a great origin story for Doctor Strange. Immediately got you hooked, got you intrigued in the character. While I do think some parts of it are a bit slow, I think this all in all is a great introduction for the character and led to one of the best castings of all time. The amount of times that I forget that Ant-Man and the Wasp is in this phase is actually concerning. I can't lie to you. Like, it's genuine, like somebody sucked that part of my brain out. Pause? But my brain completely forgets about Ant-Man and the Wasp. It's actually insane, but I'm gonna rank this lower than Doctor Strange. And do I want to rank it lower than Far From Home? Nah, I'm gonna keep it right above Far From Home. But I'm gonna get back to the list. Next up, we have Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which I think is kind of overrated, but also overhated at the same time. It's weird. I love aspects of this movie, such as Yondu and Peter Quill's relationship. Hell, Chris Pratt's acting in this movie was pretty damn good. But then there's things such as Ego, one of the biggest characters in this movie I don't give a fuck about if I'm keeping it a band. And Baby Groot being pretty much, buy me, merch, buy me. I don't know, I feel like James Gunn probably wanted to go somewhere a little bit different with this movie, but the Guardians of the Galaxy being a big part of the MCU, pretty much out of nowhere, which they weren't expecting, and Avengers Infinity War coming up, probably changed the script for him a little bit, and him having to introduce things such as Adam Warlock was a little weird. Like, this movie suffered in some aspects, but I also think it's kind of overhated. Next up, though, we got Black Panther, another movie that I think is very good. It is very good. Trust me, I'm a brother. I understand. But I think it's a tad bit overrated. Killmonger is one of the best villains we got in the MCU. Chadwick Boseman was acting his ass off. Shuri was a great side character in this movie, but I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of movies in this phase that I like more than it. It's just Spider-Man Homecoming, man. I don't know. There was just something about this movie when it first came out. Seeing Spider-Man back in the MCU, I was ready for it. And I am so happy with what we got. I know there's a lot you can complain about in this movie, but in my opinion, there's a whole lot to love with it too. But this is where I think we start to get to the creme de la creme, the best of Phase 3, starting with Avengers Endgame. Avengers Endgame is one of the most legendary movies of all time, has the portal scene. So this movie's gonna be top 5 of Phase 3 without a doubt. We both knew this, come on. But I do feel like there's clear issues with the story. There's clear pacing problems. It's a little bit too long. Like, there's clear small issues that begin to build up into one big issue that I feel like drags it down behind these other MCU Phase 3 movies that I feel like are damn near close to perfect. Starting off that damn near perfect list is going to be Thor Ragnarok, one of the funniest MCU movies of all time. Revitalized and revived and revamped Thor's character to a whole different level. Gave Loki an amazing spotlight. Did Hulk okay? And set us up for that amazing beginning of Infinity War, man. Mwah, mwah, mwah. What a movie. It's really hard to have a top 2 that's not this one, though. Let's keep it a band, because Phase 3 has, in my opinion, 2 movies that clearly stand out above the rest, man. Starting with Avengers. See, it's damn near an Avengers movie. How casual it came on to me to say Avengers Civil War instead of Captain America Civil War. That's crazy. They really wanted this movie to be an Avengers movie, which it pretty much is. They could have made an Avengers movie. That's how good it is, story-wise, character-wise, action-wise. This movie has everything you want in an Avengers level movie, which at the end of the day, just like the name suggests, is a Captain America central movie. It's so beautiful, man. Team Cap, stand up! That leads to the surprise of absolutely nobody. Avengers Infinity War being the best movie in Phase 3. This movie gave us every single character we know and love that we just seen over the last 10, 15 years of the MCU, all on the same screen at once. Everybody got some time to shine. Everybody got the box. Thanos was an insane Avengers level threat, or farming off the max, off one movie. And he won at the end, man. One of the most ballsy decisions of all time that paid off and then some. But that's going to be my Phase 3 MCU ranking from worst to best. I want to hear y'all's in the comments down below, man. And of course, W list, L list, we got to talk about this, man. Because you know we got to talk about it. Simple.